Behind me, everyone, is Lake Winnebago in Asylum Bay. There are people out there fishing, so you will be able to go out fishing also. Got a drone flight on Asylum Bay. Also got a drone flight over on Lake Poygan today. Things are actually looking pretty good out there on both bodies of water. A lot of people out fishing kind of by the horseshoe out on Poygan. There's some wet spots out there, so you're really going to want to make sure you stay away from the dark looking snow. If it's looking white, it looks pretty good, but you have to make that decision. I do not go out on the ice. Now, people out here on Asylum seem to be fishing out fairly far. They're starting to make it out to the reef complexes that are actually out farther, and they're also starting to make it out to the reef complexes out of Grunman. Now, Grunman is the launch just to the north of here. So anyways, get out, get some fishing in, have some fun, stay on the right side of the ice, follow the ice guideline that I'll have right after this so you can find out the thickness that it's supposed to be before you go out. Thanks, everybody.
All right, remember everybody, no ice is ever safe ice. So if you are going on ice that is under 4 inches, it is not safe. Ice over 4 inches is safe if you are a person in a red suit. A snowmobile or an ATV can go on ice that is 5 inches or thicker. A red car, only red cars, between 8 and 12 inches of ice, or possibly an SUV. The state vehicle of Wisconsin, a pickup truck, needs 12 to 15 inches of ice. A T-Rex that is about to eat that pickup truck needs 15 to 20 inches. A Viking ship needs 20 inches or more of ice. And if you are Lord Vader and you are attacking in an AT-AT, you will need a lot of ice, between 50 and 60 inches. Remember, everybody, no ice is safe ice. On to those drone flights. All right, everybody, there we are looking at Garlic Island. So that's kind of to the northeast right now out of Asylum Bay. And we're looking out into Lake Winnebago itself. There's some obvious cracks in the upper left of the screen that you can see out there. Also, it looks like there are some areas of bad ice. Now, that is an ice shack that you see off in the distance out there. Just going off the screen to the left. Now, here we are starting to look to the south, and we're panning into Asylum Bay itself. Now, you could see the extra holes down there and everything. It was a gloomy, gloomy day to fly today. So the contrast on these pictures aren't the best. There's the water tower coming in. We're starting to look to the west. That's Lake Butamore out in the background, way out there. And we're looking into Asylum Bay itself. Swinging back around to the fisheries station, and in just a second, Garlic Island will be in the upper right of the screen again. So quick look at this over here. All right, the flight on Poygan was a lot darker when I was over there. And there's some obvious cracks that are taking place out in the lake. And you can see some tracks from ATVs and snowmobiles out there. So we're looking from the south towards the north right now. So that's the north shore you see off in the distance. If the snow looks dark, that means there's water on the surface, and be careful in those areas. That looks icky to me. Icky is bad ice. Now, I did not go out there. No ice is safe, so use your own judgment. Now we're starting to pan and look towards the east. That's towards Winneconne. And this is the south shore of Lake Poygan coming into view right now. That big track you see is leading to Nofke's. It was pretty busy out of Nofke's today. Good for them. Glad to see they're getting a lot of business. Now we're panning over to where I flew out of, which is the county launch. The county's launch looked, quite frankly, kind of ugly today, everybody. Here's a look at it in the upper left up there. There's some open water, some pockmarks, so go slow when you're going out of there. Now, I'm going to take the drone a little closer to one of these dark spots that I said so we can see what it actually looks like. So I'm flying over there in fast forward speed right now, and then going to slow down when I get a little closer. Now, if you are not a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. That is how I'm able to do this. Now, notice the discoloration in the snow. That means water. Dark snow means usually there's water on top. I'm not an ice expert. I did not go out here, but that to me looks icky. Icky means you could fall through. I would avoid the icky ice. So, after we look at this icky ice, make your own judgment. Be smart. No ice is ever safe ice. That's crucial. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your time in the outdoors and good luck this weekend.